Hey Bremerton, Josh Farley with the Kitsap Sun out at Bad Bulldogs Brewery at the corner of 11th and Callow. It's our newest brewery here in Bremerton, and I'm going to give you a tour on this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. Stick with us.
Cold coffee, cigarettes burned out in a tray. Who gonna pay?
Welcome back to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number one today, we begin at the Kitsap Humane Society, which is embarking on a very ambitious expansion. The Kitsap Humane Society used to be a more pound-like environment where up to 50% or more of the animals were euthanized. But no more. 95% of the animals there on average are saved, but that means the facility needs a lot more room.
We have a really severe need to improve both the quality of our shelter, particularly housing for the animals, and significantly increase the size of the shelter. We are overcrowded. We've gone from, over the last 5 years, roughly 4,500 to 7,000 animals that we're bringing in every year. We need more space, and also the housing for the animals is inadequate. Most of our kennels for cats and dogs are too small, which makes them too stressful. Our goal here is to improve housing, give the animals more space, improve the experience for people coming in to adopt rescue animals and find them homes. And we feel that a much better facility will enable us to do that.
Story number two today, Bad Bulldogs Brewery is the newest brewery to open in Bremerton, joining about a half dozen others. Its owners, Dave and Don Dodge, believe that their beer is something to bark about.
Basically, this was just a large open space. You could pretty much drive a go-kart in here. It's been turned into a fully functioning 3-barrel brew house with a tap room. We've got 14 beers of our own on tap and 2 ciders.
So we're pet friendly and we're also kid friendly. Most of the other brewers in Kitsap have come by to introduce themselves and to check out the brewery and to say hi to Dave. It's really...
Bremerton's been very supportive.
Yeah, it's really a cool industry.
Great.
Everybody's very friendly with each other.
Story number three today, as you may have read in your Kitsap Sun over the weekend, there was a big building boom in 1918 in Bremerton, a century ago. Nearly 300 homes were built, quickly but with quality. Many of those homes survive to this day, and their owners are preparing to have a birthday party for them.
So it's really cool. So this year my house is turning 100 years old. It was built in 1918, it's now 2018, so it's his birthday. And we first realized when we were replacing a door, and we took off the door, and on the trim were printed some names and some letters. And basically it was the name of the architect who built the house and the model number. And so some quick Googling, we found out, oh, this was built in 1918 by something called the U.S. Housing Corporation, which built houses around U.S. naval bases and armories. It was a period of super rapid expansion. Obviously with World War I going on, they didn't know it was going to end in 1918, so things were still ramping up. And yeah, it was really neat. The U.S. Housing Corporation basically came into these places and said, we're going to build a bunch of houses for workers, but we're not just going to build a single development or do a bunch of the same houses. We're going to integrate it into the existing community. So they built houses of different floor plans, did mirror imaging to switch them around, sprinkled them throughout the town, and yeah, it was really neat. So it was a boom time for Bremerton.
Story number four, for more than 6 years now, local musician Jeff Tassin has been showcasing the songwriter talents of our area at Brother Don's off Kitsap Way. Each Tuesday night, they're invited to play in what is a very unique open mic night.
This is the Songwriter Showcase here at Brother Don's, and it's been going for over 6 years. I was born here in Bremerton, and I came back to establish a songwriter-oriented sort of open mic rather than just an open mic. You can find an open mic just about anywhere, but one that concentrates and encourages original material is really hard to find. As a matter of fact, I don't know where one is.
You know what to do, even when you don't.
I feel like there's a lot of other writers and performers here, so it's nice to play to a bunch of other people that can give me good feedback, and it's just a really good vibe, a really good environment.
It's kind of like an artistic think tank on Tuesday where we all get together and, you know, help each other out.
All you words,
right now it's a case where the music, it's our Chuck E. Cheese. It's what we do, and it's worked out really well. Years ago we were a biker bar, but now it's all music.
You're really going to hear something special when you come down here that you probably won't hear on the radio.
And finally, story number 5 today. Illinois State Park's playground has seen better days. All that's left is a slide and a whole lot of pebbles. But one local resident who's been walking in the area for decades is doing something about it.
Multiple days of the week I come down and see kids just playing in the gravel. Their current favorite activity is carrying the gravel to the top of the slide and listening to the music it makes coming down the metal slide.
I feel that the kids in this area and the kids that come to visit this area deserve a decent playground with something more than a slide. And so I think that's where I'd like to focus some community effort.
That's our show for this week. Thanks for watching, everybody, and hope to see you at the Story Walk at 1 p.m. March 18th, again at the corner of 9th and Pacific. See you next week, everybody. Music for this week's Bremerton Beat Blast was performed by Bremerton artist Jim Skews. You can see Skews and other singer-songwriters each Tuesday night at the Songwriter Showcase by Jeff Tassin at Brother Don's on Kitsap Way.
Well, I can't work, I can't sleep, and I got no appetite. Can't think of much of anything but you the other night. This day drags on forever, just like the one